You're listening to Small Business in Small Bites, a podcast designed to help you better understand your customers, your business, and even yourself one easily digestible idea at a time. Now here's John Preston.
Today I want to take a few moments to talk about the Super Bowl. When this time of year rolls around every year, people start talking about football, but they also start talking about Super Bowl ads. Companies pay millions of dollars for 30-second spots in the Super Bowl. Why is that? Well, it turns out small business owners can learn a lot by watching the ads in the Super Bowl and understanding exactly what's going on. First of all, why pay that much for an ad? Most people assume it's because of the number of people who are watching at that given moment. Well, they're wrong. If I had $2 million as a business to spend on marketing, and I had the choice between spending it on the Super Bowl or dividing it up and spending it across a bunch of different other platforms and other shows to reach people, I could put together a plan that would reach far more people with my $2 million than by advertising in the Super Bowl. But yet I do advertise with the Super Bowl. So let's look at why that is. First of all, one of the biggest reasons people advertise with the Super Bowl is because it is so expensive. Now, I know that seems counterintuitive. Why go for something just because it's expensive? But think how many people buy a Mercedes because it costs more than a Kia. They buy the Mercedes partly because it's a better car, but also mainly because it costs more. And they want to send the message to the world that they're successful enough to buy a Mercedes. That's what often happens with the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl itself is known for being expensive. And by advertising in the Super Bowl, you automatically send the message, my company is successful enough to advertise in the Super Bowl. Now, why is that important? That is important because in many industries, in fact, in most industries, your most profitable customers are people that want to do business with successful businesses. So by sending the message that you're successful enough to advertise in the Super Bowl, you attract profitable customers. You know, if you were looking to hire a financial advisor, would you hire a financial advisor that drove a 20-year-old junker pickup truck? Or would you rather hire a financial advisor that drove a Mercedes or a Porsche or something like that? Obviously, you want your financial advisor driving a nice car. That applies to the Super Bowl. So the number one reason people buy it in the Super Bowl is because it's expensive. The number two reason people buy in the Super Bowl is because of the emotional attachment that comes from being associated with the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is the most American of events. It is the classic American icon event. And when we're watching it, we feel proud to be an American. And we transfer those feelings to the businesses that we see in front of us. The businesses that are very visible in the Super Bowl will be recognized as more American and sharing our values. I touched on this in another podcast concerning Budweiser beer and how they only advertise in times when people are feeling most American because they know we will associate those emotions to their business. The third thing you'll notice about the Super Bowl ads is they're all branding related. There will be no or very few ads that have prices, sales, discounts, anything like that. And this ties in what we talked about a second ago. Profitable customers buy because of the value and the perceived quality of the company they're buying from. Most of the time, when you target customers who are wanting cheap options and are going to allow price to make their determination, they end up not being profitable. But more importantly, they also end up being the customers who create the most problems for you through customer service and bad relationships. So when you see these ads, these are commercials that are going after people who want to use your product because it's the best or because it offers something other people don't, rather than cheap. So that's why you won't see any prices there. And if you keep those things in mind while you look through the Super Bowl commercials, either during the game itself or in the many, many YouTube videos and reports afterwards, you'll see that every commercial is designed to help people see that their business is better or different, or they're entertaining, in which case they're trying to just attach that emotion from the most American event to that business. And that's why the Super Bowl is in such high demand, because it gives people an opportunity to establish themselves as an American company, to target customers who want quality. And the mere fact that they're paying so much money for it means that to certain customers, they're a better company because they can afford to buy in the Super Bowl. And that's why it's such a hot commodity. And those are the lessons you can learn as a small business owner.